All right, I'm pretty sure we're live. I think we got Joe out there. Thanks so much for watching, brother. Just give me a quick second here. All right, back again and live. Hopefully, my dog won't be barking that much because he's going crazy back there. But I think we got Joe out there watching. Appreciate you watching, brother. Your support is always great, as well as the support of a lot of you guys. Thank you so much. A lot of new subscribers. I think we just passed 16,300 people of subscribers, and that is just amazing. Thank you so much. I mean, it's just wow. That's the only thing I got to say about that. Wow. I would have never even imagined that I was going to pass 1,000, and I'm over 16,000. So I appreciate that. Now, I got to tell you guys, I'm going to talk about this refugees, the guys going to coming here from Syria. And there's a lot of drama. There's a lot of fighting and debating and arguing. And I've been having conversations with multiple people in the last couple of days. I mean, every place that we look to, there is some type of conversation about this subject, what happened in France, and what's going on. And I mean, it's just a horrible situation. And again, guys, if my dog start barking, I mean, I'm sorry, but it's a horrible situation. What happened and what we saw there, it was not only. I wouldn't even say it was obviously it was a terrorist attack, but it was more than that. I mean, it was a complex attack. I mean, multiple location, people that were pretty well trained. I mean, this was not, your basic active shooter situation where a guy is just shooting and that's it. I mean, this was planning, training, coordinating attack. I mean, this was the real deal, guys. I mean, this was a major hit and a victory for terror for that terrorist group. I mean, they accomplished what they were trying to do. So obviously, they have showing us that they have the potential, the ability, the capability, the opportunity. I mean, everything that you could think about to commit this terrorist attack, and they have a way to do it. I mean, weapons, money, training, like I said, a ton of stuff. So now, for some reason, and this is something that I wanted to talk about this because a lot of times we need to stop something before it happens. And I think this is going to happen. I mean, we're gonna find ourselves, this country, in a situation where something's gonna happen. I mean, it's just nothing that we could do about that, because the way that our government and our politicians, our leadership is deal with this type of situation. I mean, we're just not going to be able to do anything. They are allowing people to come, people that are terrorists to come inside this country. Let's talk about our national security. I mean, this leadership that we currently have is opening the door to terrorists inside this country. I mean, no longer you have to invade this country. No longer you have to do an operation, planning or of anything crazy to actually or lie, get false paperwork or something crazy to come inside this country. All that the terrorists got to do is walk to a checkpoint and say they're scared for their life, they're refugees, they're coming from this place, and we are going to welcome them inside our nation. I mean, I'm sure they're going to give him benefits. I'm sure they're going to give him a bunch of things, and I'm sure they're going to get a lot of stuff. I mean, probably more than what our vets are getting. Our vets, I mean, to get any type of benefits from the VA, you will have to submit an application and wait a year to 2 years into your application gets processed. I mean, if you don't believe me, ask any vet. So again, we are going to welcome these people into this country, and we're going to give them a safe haven. And obviously, terrorists are going to infiltrate. I wouldn't even say infiltrate. I mean, I would say just like walk in. I mean, we are opening the door. And the thing about this that really upset me, and this is something that I was talking to a little brother. I was talking to him about this because we know that something's going to happen. We are allowing these people to come here. And when something does happen, and you guys got to listen to me very, very careful. I'm going to try to explain myself because this is the point that I'm going to try to make. When something happens where people get killed, and I'm talking like, mass killings, and I'm gonna read what Joe is saying in about a second. But when mass killings happen in this country, then we're gonna utilize that to justifying going to combat with Syria. I mean, I could see it happening because the moment that one of these crazy guys goes and commits the same terrorist attack where they kill 20, 30 people, then they're going to utilize that pain, and they're going to use that pain to justify military action. I'm talking like, troops in country. And that's the way I feel. Like, if we want to stop a terrorist attack, the best way to stop that is by not allowing these people to come inside this country. I mean, that's just the best way. I mean, if we allow that to happen, which is happening, something's going to happen. I mean, it's just going to happen. And when it happens, I guarantee you that they're going to utilize that pain and that incident, just like every time something happened, an active shooter situation, and they want to attack the Second Amendment rights. It's just the same way. They're going to utilize that pain and that incident to justify going to combat. I mean, that's just the way I look at it. Let me know what you think down. Let me see what Joe is saying. Yeah, I definitely I agree with Joe. Some of the things he's saying here. Read the comments down below. And yes, definitely there is, and this is something that I was talking to. I was talking to a guy the other day in the comments, and he was saying that then these people are never going to come over here. These people are never going to be able to conduct some type of attack in the United States. And I was like, listen, man. I mean, you forget about September 11th. They did it already, but I mean, no longer they actually have to come inside the country. Nowadays, this terrorist groups like ISIS and many others have the ability to motivate a guy to commit a terrorist attack over social media like Facebook and Twitter. I mean, nowadays they give they tell people what to do utilizing the social medias, and people do them. I mean, there is straight up Americans. I mean, I'm talking like born and raised in the United States with no type of radical belief into they became adults that are straight up part of ISIS. The FBI has a whole list on these people, and that's something that even Americans are being part of this. I mean, there is an evil out there, people. There is an evil out there. I said it many times. The devil comes to kill you and steal. And there's an evil out there, and these people are doing this stuff. And I got to tell you, I watch a lot of YouTube videos lately. I haven't been able to because life life got really, really busy since I moved down here. You guys know that I moved from North Carolina here. And since I moved, life is extremely busy. I don't even get to do this anymore. I really enjoy doing this. And a lot of you guys ask me, and I just haven't had the opportunity to do it anymore. But what I was going with this, give me a second. I kind of lost my chain, but there we go. We got a dislike already. That's good. That's good. That's really good. But the point that I was going to make here is that there is an evil out there. There's people that want to do bad, and a lot of times, by watching all those YouTube videos that I tell you that I watch, uh, I today I saw a channel that was blaming Obama. This is Obama's fault. This is his fault because we left Iraq, before we were supposed to. And don't get me wrong, by no means I'm a supporter of the president of the United States. By no means. I mean, I think the guy should be in jail pretty much. I mean, some of the decisions that he has made is just unbelievable. But I'm not going to even blame the president of the United States. I'm not going to blame our actions. I'm just going to say that this type of people, radical, terrorists, are under the belief that they have to do that because it is their duty. So it's not because a president of the United States hasn't so much, send troops to terminate those guys. I mean, we could do that. We could send troops out there and yeah, you're right. Too many are here. I mean, we could send troops out there and take care of business, but the reality is that is not going to do anything. I mean, if you go back to all the way 2003, we being in combat, I went to Iraq in 2003. I went to Iraq in 2004. I spent 12 months in Afghanistan in 2010, and it's not going to do anything. If you look at the history, this thing has been going on for years and years and years. These people are under the impression or under their belief that it is their duty to kill everyone that do not believe, or do not share the same belief. So it doesn't matter what we're going to do. Doesn't matter what we do. Doesn't matter if we go out there and some people say we need to level that place and make a parking lot. I definitely disagree. Doesn't matter what we do. This is not going to stop because they are under that belief. So what's going to happen? We're going to go to combat, and the same thing that happened to Iraq is going to happen. We're going to spend 10 years there. We're going to be a bazillion, trillion, billions in debt. We're going to have a bunch of vets that are going to, commit suicide. I mean, we already have one every 65 minutes. We have a vet that killed himself. We're going to have all these issues. And for what? These people are not going to change. That is their culture. And that's something that I talk to people. I tell people all the time, look, Tyler, shout out to Tyler. He's good to see you here, buddy. But I tell people all the time, look, you cannot impose your culture in somebody else's culture. I mean, in the United States, we live this type of way. This is what we do. In this type of countries, that's what they do. I mean, for them to kill themselves over something really stupid, that is just what they do. I mean, we may find that to be weird, but I got to tell you guys, it's not weird. I mean, for them, it's very normal to kill each other over anything, over nothing. Pretty much, that's what they do. It's not when they get mad at each other, they say, "Oh, I'm going to sue you," or "I'm going to take you to court," or "I'm going to call 911." They don't do that kind of stuff. In Iraq and Afghanistan, they don't do that. They just go back to the back of the house. They pull the AK-47 and they go at it into everybody's dead. That's just what they do. They've been doing it for years and years and years. So we just won't be able to change the culture. And like, I'm going to go back. People blame, oh, it's Obama's fault. Can he have some type, a little bit or a portion is his fault? Yeah, sure. But you got to remember, these people are being commanded by their prophets to kill everyone that doesn't believe. So no matter what president is here, no matter what we do, it is their duty to try to kill you. I mean, if you go back to 1998, 1998, I believe. And again, guys, I'm not an expert by any means. This is just my opinions. But if you go back to like 1998, where Osama bin Laden gave an order, which I believe is called a fatah or something like that, telling all the Muslims that it's their duty to kill non-believers. So this have nothing to do with what we do. That has nothing to do with whatever. That's what they do. That's what they believe, and that's what they're gonna do. I mean, that's it. I mean, it's not much to say about that. I mean, they're just evil people that want to kill you because you don't believe in their Allah. I mean, that is the bottom line, guys. They're just evil people, and we get to see it. So again, for some of you guys that are watching right now, if we bring, oh, got a couple of guys that jumping. I appreciate you guys watching, but again, if we bring these people, and this, if you missed the beginning, this is what I'm going to say. This was my point of this video. If you missed the beginning, they're bringing these people into our country. You know something is going to happen, and it's going to happen. We won't be able to stop it. I mean, something bad is going to happen. And again, if you're a concealed carrier, you carry a gun, you will be able to help out. But by the time that you, me, anybody help, a well coordinated attack is going to take out a bunch of people. So to me, I kind of feel like they're bringing these people here. Something will happen, and when that incident happens, they're going to use the American people's pain, people being pissed off, people being upset, people wanting to get revenge, people wanting to do whatever, do bad because we just got attacked, and they're going to use our pain to justify having some type of military action. And again, going to Syria, putting troops on ground and all that. When we could stop everything, we just could stop everything by simply not allowing terrorists to come inside a country. I mean, it's crazy. Yes, remember, God is in control. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. If you think that this is, when I say those things, God is in control, the first preparation, and if you've been hanging around in the channel for more than, I don't know, 2-3 months, the first preparation that I would tell you is to be safe, because you will die, I will die, and everybody will die. And what we do in this life is not going to matter. If you don't know Jesus, you're not going to go into heaven. So yes, God is in control. Trust me. I made those preparations already. When something happened, I'm okay. I know where I'm going. Do you know where you're going? Remember that. So, and again, good point there. I talked to Pastor Mike. If you haven't subscribed to Pastor Mike, I'm going to put the links down below. And I got to tell you, he's really good pastor, and he's my pastor. So he's not like a guy that I know. He's actually my pastor. But he has a video coming out, and we're going to put it here in the channel, where he talks about Christians. And if you're a Christian, are you allowed to defend yourself? So I think it's going to be a really interesting video. We recorded the video. We in the process of editing the video. I think it's going to be really, really good. So you guys stay tuned for that. And again, his channel link is going to be down below. So I appreciate everybody watching. There's a bunch of guys here watching. You guys are awesome, by the way. Again, we passed over 16,000 subscribers. I couldn't even imagine. Like, wow. Like sometimes I'm a regular dude, guys, and when I try to bring information, I just talk about my opinions, but I'm just a regular dude. I'm just like you out there. I'm not an expert by any means. I just, I love guns. I love freedom. I spent a lot of years in the military. You guys know that. So, I love God, and I talk about those things, and, some people enjoy it. Some people don't care, I guess. A lot of people subscribe, a lot of people don't subscribe. But shout out to Tyler East. I know he's been asking for this for a while. This is for you, buddy. So, all right. So if you guys got anything you guys want me to talk about or anything like that, put it in the comments. I'm kind of reading the comments right here. But again, this is pretty scary. I would tell you to prepare. I would tell you to, call your congressman, call somebody, express your opinion. This is why we live here. Express your opinion. Let people know what you think, and again, to address, guys, I got to tell you, be careful who you listen to. Be careful who you listen to, because there's a lot of knuckleheads out here. There's a lot of people making comments on things that they have no idea. And if you read my comments, a lot of times when people ask me, hey, what do you think is the best gun? I go like, I have no idea, man. If you ask me about a specific weapon and I have no idea, I'm going to tell you I have no idea. I mean, it's nothing wrong. You don't need to know everything. But there's guys here that, for whatever reason, they think that they know everything. And some of these people talk about the military, and a Marine has got to do this. And really, like, were you a Marine? No, but my great grandfather's friend, cousin was a Marine. Come on, man. Don't make opinions on something that you don't know. Again, it's a free country. If you want to talk about it, talk about it. But what I'm saying is, like, be really careful, because again, there's a lot of people here talking things that just don't make any sense. And one of the comments is, we should make that place a parking lot. Well, I'm going to tell you something. We have to be extremely careful when engaging the enemy. Extremely careful, because you could kill bad people and bad people will die. That's a win, because the military kill terrorists, and that will be a good thing for that side. That's the mission accomplishment or mission accomplished. But then if you start killing innocent people, which it happens, then you start making more terrorists, because now you have, let's say me, for example, you kill my wife, you kill my children. Now I'm going to spend my entire time trying to do something bad to you guys. And that happens. I mean, that happens all the time. I'm not going to get into details. I'm not going to go into things, but I'm telling you right now that happens. I seen it happen. People kill the wrong people, and you just make his family complete, a terrorist group, because they want revenge. Remember, I just talked about it. I said that is the style, the culture. That's what they do, guys. If you kill a brother, the entire family is going to come after you. So making a parking lot out of a place, it could result in having billions or more terrorists. So we got to be smart. I mean, and this is the thing that kills me. There are so many people that we pay them thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to do a job that they don't do right. I mean, we have generals, president of the United States, and they don't come out with a course of action that makes sense. And again, I was talking to a guy. I think it was a little brother. I was talking to little brother about this, and I was saying that do we want to go to combat? Do we want military action because of what happened in France? And again, I see a lot of guys saying like, yeah, we should go there. And I got to tell you guys, excuse me, Coke Zero. I don't get paid by Coke, but I love Coke Zero. That's something if you want to know something about me. But excuse me. But I'm going to say it again. I definitely don't think so. I haven't changed my mind. If you're being hanging around in the channel, you know this. I have not changed my mind. I do not support troops going there, by no means. And and again, I hear people saying it all the time, oh, we should send our troops out there. Listen, dude, if you're from the age of 18 to 34, I think 34 is the army. I could be wrong. Marines are like 28, the oldest that you could be. But if you're from the age of 18 to 34, 30, whatever it is, and you make that statement, how about you get in your car, go to the recruiting station, and join the service? And then you go to combat, because our troops go through hell and back for the stuff that is going on here in the country. And I'm just not convinced. I'm not convinced that we need to take the fight as the leader. Again, I'm not saying we can't support him. I'm not saying that uh big shout out to Josh, thanks brother. But I'm not saying that we cannot help. I'm not saying that we shouldn't support. I'm not saying that we should, I don't know, do something. I'm not saying we shouldn't do that. We should. ISIS is a bad terrorist group, and we should help. I mean, I got that. But I'm not. We shouldn't be the lead. We shouldn't be leading the fight. There shouldn't be, 10,000 U.S. troops and 500 NATO. Oh, we're gonna send. I don't know. I'm just throwing numbers out there to kind of give you a picture. But we can send 9,000 Marines and 200 British guy and I don't know, 200 France, and that's it. I mean, and the majority, excuse me, the majority is come from the United States. We can lead the fight. We are already leading the fight in Afghanistan, so we cannot lead the fight there as well. So again, I will help. I will say, okay, if we need to help out, definitely help out. If we need to provide some type of help, definitely provide some type of help. But I hear this guys all the time saying, hey, you know what? We should go and fight up there. And then I looked at them because they're freaking YouTube operators here making the comments. And I said, man, you look like 25. How about you join the service? But no, no, obviously they won't do that. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about that. That's how I feel. Again, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying that we shouldn't help. We should definitely help. All I'm saying is that we shouldn't be the lead, and mainly, and this is mainly because we are already in Afghanistan. People forget that. I mean, we got guys going door to door in Afghanistan every single day, destroying the enemy. So again, I don't know. Ryan asked a really good question. I don't know the answer, brother. Put it down in the comments for that. So let me see if I check some comments. Jake, thanks for watching, brother. I'm probably gonna do this for like 10 minutes and that's it, man. I just had to come up here and talk about a couple of things, just mainly because a lot of guys asked me. Uh, but there we go. Joe has 5 subscribers. Go ahead and subscribe to Joe. He's a really cool dude. I don't think he make videos. 6. There you go, Joe. 6. Subscribe to you. Now you got 7. Tyler East, 81 subs. Good job, man. I remember when you had like 50. You got to put some videos. So love you AR video today. All right, thanks, man. I appreciate that. So give me a second, guy. So again, guys, I mean, sad situation. What happened? I mean, horrible situation. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this was not a basic terrorist attack that I guess we kind of used to it in a way. This was a complex attack. Was something that it was coordinated, something that was trained, something that was pretty uh you know something that was something that wasn't your basic active shooter situation. This was military tactics were in place, And I definitely think that we should help. I don't think we should be the lead. I think that we should help in any kind of way we can. But again, I don't think we should be the lead, mainly because we're fighting in Afghanistan. And I definitely think that we shouldn't bring these people in here. Again, I'm going to say it again. The fact that they're here, you know that there's going to be some type of accident, or not accident, incident, where they're going to commit an attack. That's what they're here for. They're going to do it. And I'm so scared that after they do that and kill whatever amount of people, they're going to use that. I mean, I'm not talking about the government. They're going to use that. They're going to use the pain. They're going to use, people being frustrated. They're going to use people being crying, being pissed off, upset. They're going to use all those emotions to justify going into Syria. That's kind of what I see out of this. Because why would they bring these people here? Why would you want to bring terrorists inside your country? And again, let's be real. There got to be some good people there. There's probably good people there as well. But are you going to take a chance? I'm not taking the chance. I just can't. I mean, it's crazy. Like, you want to help these people, but it's constantly. I mean, every time you look left and right, they're either killing each other or they're putting your life in danger. And I think you have to protect your family. You have to protect your way of life. I mean, you just got to do it. I mean, we just can't have some people here killing people because it's crazy. So again, hopefully I made my point. I appreciate all you guys watching. There's a lot of guys here in the comments. Thank you so much for the support. Gotta read some of those comments. All right, so I appreciate the support. Just a couple of things that I was talking to. Wanted to talk about. If you guys got comments here, put them in the if you guys got questions, put in there. If not, I'm gonna cut this off. Hopefully tomorrow we're gonna go to the range and we're gonna put some rounds down range. Life has been pretty busy up here, so I haven't been able to, do the videos that I want to do. So you guys can see back here, I kind of put that video where I show you the background, and that's kind of where I record the videos. But I just haven't been able to do the videos that I wanted to do because I just don't have the time, and I love doing. I definitely love making videos, and I love the community, and I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. But ultimately, we have to work too. We got bills to pay. We got a wife, kids, dogs. We even have 2 cats that were trying to go inside the house the other day, and I was like, no, too many animals already. But anyways, we got responsibilities, and I believe that a man is responsible to provide for his family. God commanded us to do that, so we got to work, and that's just how it is. But I do got a lot of stuff that I want to do on the channel. I want to do more shooting. I got this range almost ready to be able to, this place where I'm going to be able to shoot firearms, shoot some guns, and it's almost ready. So in the next couple of months, we should be able to set up there, and then when that happens, we should be able to do a lot of cool videos. And again, I typically try to show you things that I like. I'm not a gear reviewer. I'm not, I don't do those things. I just show you things that I like and I think it's cool. If you think it's cool, it's good. If not, you don't. It is what it is. I don't review gear, but anyways, I appreciate you guys watching as always. Thank you so much. Again, be in the lookout. There could be a lot of things going on. I would definitely advise you to carry a gun. If any update on the Glock 43 with the +2, I'm gonna put some rounds down range. It's working out fine, but I'm probably gonna put about I got a few guns that I want to shoot tomorrow, so probably put like 50 rounds or something like that. 50 to 100 rounds through that mag, and I'm gonna do an update on that mag. I mean, it's working pretty well. I have it for I don't even know, a few months by now. But I do think it's kind of expensive. When I got it was the only thing that was available. So I kind of paid the $40, I think it was. But I think there's a lot of choices right now, a lot of different products. So do some research out there and look for a better price, because like I said, when I got it, it was the only choice, and I kind of had to, I wanted to get a Plus 2, so I bought it. And crazy thing, the video took over 40,000 views, but again, I think it's good, but there may be other choices out there for a better price. So so again, I'll put some rounds through it. I'll probably do an update video on that in the future. Yeah, so okay, so yeah, back to that. Guns, carry a gun, guys. I mean, whatever you have to do, and it's crazy because they require so much training, they require so much money, and a lot of times, life gets in the way, and you don't have the money, or you can't pay the hundred and something dollars to get your license. But try to put a little money to the side and get your license. Try to get a little bit of training, whatever you can. You don't have to be like a ninja operator, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of guys here in YouTube that run training classes, and they charge you $500 per class. But I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of instructors. There are excellent instructors that are not in YouTube. So because they're not in this type of community, and they're not famous, and they don't think they're better than everybody else, they charge you less. So you may be able to find good classes out there for 150, $200. So try to take a class, or if you know somebody that knows a lot about guns, maybe has good law enforcement training, military training, that person may be able to teach you some things as well. And just be prepared, because one of the things that I talked to a couple of guys in here, I was like, look, I carry a Glock 42 in my pocket most of the time. And that's what I do, guys. But if I find myself in a situation with a guy with an AK 47, I'll be screwed. I mean, even if I have my Glock 17, obviously I will be in better shape to fight. But everybody knows that you don't fight a guy with a rifle with a gun. I mean, that's just with a pistol. That just doesn't happen. A pistol is for you to fire yourself back into a rifle. Uh, but again, having that pistol is gonna give you a chance. You're gonna have a chance to defend your life. I mean, no gun is no chance, guys. Somebody point a gun at you, you are done. But if you have that gun, you're gonna have that chance. I mean, maybe a little bit, but you're gonna have a chance. So try to carry a gun. Try to have good situational awareness. Don't go to places that you shouldn't go. A lot of times I don't go to some places because I just don't want to be there. And some people may tell you, well, I can't believe you live your life like that. Well, you know what? I got to tell you, that's sometimes what you got to do. You got to be safe. You got to protect yourself, protect your family, and it's a crazy place out there. So try to make that part of your life. Trust me. There's a lot of guys here in the comments that carry guns, concealed carriers, and they will tell you that after a few months, it's like carrying a cell phone. Like, I don't even know it. I got a gun on me 99.9% of the time. And at some points is like it's not even a big deal, just like my wife, because we have done it where it's a part of our life. It's like carrying a cell phone, like getting our keys. I mean, I put my gun in my pocket, like it's just another thing. Eventually you won't even it would just become part of your daily life, and that's what you want to do, because you're comfortable carrying your gun, you know how to use it, and if something happened, you have a chance to defend yourself. I mean, do people argue about which one is the best gun? I mean, We could argue, we could debate that as much as we want to. We could make a bazillion videos about that. Today I put a video about the AR-15. If you haven't watched it, check it out. And a lot of you guys tell me, hey, you should get an AK. But the reality is that I got an AR because that's what I know how to use. I mean, sure I know how to use an AK. Sure I know how to shoot it, but I have muscle memory. I have training on the AR based in the military. So that's what I'm going to do. I mean, if I go to the AK, I will have to spend years to get to that level of training that I already have with the AR. Doesn't mean that, I don't even care about the tool. I don't care if it's an AR or of an AK. I don't care about that. What I care is about the level of training that I got to utilize that gun. I hope that makes sense for some of you guys, but okay. Let me check out some of those comments up here. Big shout out. If you guys in the comments, go and subscribe to some of the guys here in the comments. A lot of guys here make videos, and this is good people out there. I mean, there's a lot of good guys here in the channel. So yeah. Yeah, it's always, I mean, it's always good to share and this is something that I do here in the channel, talking about Tommy Boy 9. And it's always good to share information. A lot of times I make videos and people was like, "Oh, this, you saying this because whatever, like you think you know everything." And I got so much training that is ridiculous, and I never even mentioned that. I mean, the point is that sometimes I put videos out there to start a conversation. Like, it's good to start a conversation because there's so many different ways to accomplish a mission. So it's good to put a topic out there and just talk about it. So that's why I get into the comments, and I try to answer people's comments. I try to answer people's talk about different ideas, because again, there's people out there that are looking for information, and if we could share that information with people, or we share the ways that we take care of business, it's just a good thing, guys. So, and it's good to listen to other people. Because a lot of times you learn from their mistakes as well, learning from your own mistakes. So, all right, guys. So I think I'm gonna cut this short. Appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. I'm gonna try to talk to a couple of I'm gonna try to talk to a couple of guys and try to bring I don't know, 3 4 guys. I did send a couple of invites, but this kind of like, I just wanted to sit down and talk for a little bit. But I'm gonna try to do this more often. We haven't done a chat for like 3 months, and it's really hurting me because I enjoy doing this because of the feedback. We have guys here watching. I think we got 23 guys, 22, 23 guys watching, and I love going back and forward and talking, trying to answer the comments and things like that. So stay tuned. We're gonna try to do that as well. And again, guys, stay safe out there. Situational awareness, you know, make you tell your opinion. Don't tell your opinion like some of these people out there. When you, and again, you do whatever you want. I'm not your dad or anything like that. But when you express your opinion, try to, if you want to educate people, try to find a way to educate people that you actually do that. If you start saying F this, F that, F this, triple F, you're not going to educate anyone. People don't listen to you. So give your opinion. Tell people at work what's going on. Tell them, because some people are way too busy in their life, way too busy with Facebook, and they're not paying attention. And we are to the point that terrorists are coming to be our neighbors. So tell people about that. Share the information. If you watch videos, not because this is my videos, but if you watch videos out there, I watch videos in YouTube all the time. I don't even watch TV other than The Walking Dead on Sundays. But again, you see videos like this, share the videos, tell people about it. Start a conversation. Get a gun, protect yourself, protect your family, get some training. I mean, you don't have to be a crazy person. You don't have to be like the crazy dude with like 6,000 pistols. I mean, I got a lot of guns because I enjoy them, but you could be the guy that just have one pistol, because that's it. You don't really enjoy that many guns. You just enjoy you just want to protect yourself. So it's okay just to have a Glock 19 for home defense and concealed carry, something like that. It's okay to do that. You don't have to have a bazillion guns. I mean, some people just don't like it, and some people just want one for protection. And but have one, so if something happened, you have a chance. That's the point. And again, oh man, I forgot who put the comments. Well, I forgot who put the comments, but again, whatever you believe, we live in a free country, but I believe in God. I believe Jesus is my savior, and I'm prepared. If something ever happened to me, I know where I'm going. So that's my personal thing. Some of you guys share that as well. And you know what? Either you share that or not, I love having you guys here as part of the community, because I tell you what, some of you guys up here, I talk about God all the time in the channel. Some of you guys have tell me, hey, you know what? I don't believe in God, but some of you guys been supporting me since day one, and there's a lot of cool people out there. So I love having that interaction with everyone. I mean, you guys are really cool. So I definitely appreciate that. So again, guys, if you like this type of videos, click like, subscribe to this channel, share the videos, and God is in control.